Good morning, beloved collective. I've realized right now that I was trying to manipulate the outcome of my predictions for the elections, okay? I received a download and pulling cards that Trump was going to win, and I just didn't want to believe it. But here we are. So what is the energy for today's spirit? What is the energy for today's spirit? A lot of blockages. A lot of unknowns, a lot of unsurety in the air. There's a stuck in the past. There's a lacking of playfulness, independence. People are being called to sit in their power, sit in what they can control. Okay. I need more pickup on like some advice. Let's have some advice for the collective, okay? Advice for the collective. Come on, Spirit. Spirit doesn't want to talk. So, you are being called in the midst of your despair, your lost direction, creative blocks, focusing on the negative, to understand that in terms of finances and greed, there has been a lot of fake charity coming your way. And take this how you may, okay? Some poor financial decisions, abuse of generosity. So what this is telling me is that this collective has a tendency to believe that it's impossible for the worst to come, right? It's impossible for despair to reach their doorstep. Yet it frequently does. Okay, despair frequently reaches the doorstep. My cats are distracting me. I'm happy they're playing. They need it. Oh, Seven of Cups reverse represents coming back to reality, anxiety, cold reality ends, your dreams, a lack of purpose and clarity, okay? You're being called to understand that you may be manipulated by a system and its powers to believe that they have your best interests at heart, okay? And a lot of you are realizing right now, having a wake-up call, that your best interest is not at heart. Your best interest is not in their hearts, okay? What else is this advice card, okay? So we can just say right now that there's an abuse of greed, abuse of authority, there's despair and lost direction, and there's a brutal awakening to reality, and we are being called to accept it because we can't do anything else but accept it, at this moment, and then continue to organize, continue to move on, continue to do whatever it is. The Ace of Wands, okay? We are being called to encourage one another. To feel our grief, to have these feelings, but we must know that this, sometimes when the worst, or what we think is the worst happens, We don't realize that it's supposed to happen in order to welcome change, okay? 555 is something that welcomes change, okay? With the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, there's a lot of people that are lacking foresight right now. There's frustration, there's insecurity, there's stinginess, there's poor planning, there's action straight out of passion, okay? And a lot of times just out of pure emotion, okay? So feel your feelings. And a message that came from Spirit yesterday, from not even regarding the elections, but just in general for like the healing journey. I was mentoring somebody, was the message that feelings aren't facts, okay? Feelings are very, 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 very valid. However, they aren't facts. So you are being called right now to step out of your emotions, okay? Your emotions are muddying the waters. The truth is, a lot of despair can come your way, but a lot of despair has come your way. But there's also been some great victories, right, in this life. Think about all the times that you've won, and think about all the times you have lost. So you are being encouraged not only to nurture yourself, but to celebrate your wins or your losses or in community, right? 11:22 on my clock over there. So what this is telling me is that you need to trust your intuition, trust your life purpose, lean in to what you believe makes you happy, what you believe makes life worth living. And 22 on the clock is really meaning encouraging partnerships, okay? Encouraging community, encouraging like-minded individuals to come together, to love on one another. And, the 22 can also represent not only a need for unity, but also like learning to trust your intuition and like not living in your fear, okay? Setting up a foundation to rely on spirit, okay? That's how I'm seeing it. Humanity is going to continue to fail and continue to suffer and continue to whatever, if we have this idea that humanity is going to always go the way that we hope it would go, or be the way that we hope it would be, we are going to be consistently disappointed. As a Palestinian, I've been grieving since I'm in the womb, Henny. I've been grieving since I'm in the womb. So I'm telling you right now that although I continue to organize and fight for my people, for the social justice work that I do, it doesn't take away the brutal reality that is Palestinians' lives, okay? What does the future look like for us moving forward in terms of politics? What does the future look like in terms of politics? So there's going to be new perspectives emerging. This is a purging process, This is not the end. This is a purging process. There's going to be liberation. There's independence, contemplation, spiritual development. There will be teamwork with the Three of Pentacles, There is going to be a sacrifice for a higher cause. Okay, maybe this man has come into fruition to tear it all down. Okay, he will have a fall from grace, what I'm sensing. Be consistent, efficient, patient, determined. If you maintain consistency, practical nature, reliable, efficient, patient, strong will, improvement, determination, and you stay responsible, and you work with a team of like-minded individuals, the future is going to hold a new perspective. Now, I'm saying that there's going to be a fall from grace. Okay, there is going to be a fall from grace. I am seeing that there's going to be a gossip or a scandal that's going to come out about Trump. I mean, like, there's already been so many, but there's going to be another new gossip and scandal. And it's gonna bring about failure, inaction, delays, failure of recognition, no rewards, recklessness, superficial delays, cocky, restless, lack of self discipline, frustration. But there is gonna be a huge betrayal and deception, okay? Three is a crowd. So, what this is telling me with the Three of Cups reversed is that a lot of the people that may have some hope or some in his ability to change or whatever it may be, there is going to be a huge betrayal. Okay, there's going to be a failure, a lack of recognition, no rewards, lack of achievement, fall from grace, conceited, disappointment. So what I'm really seeing is that we are going through a purging period. Okay, I'm hearing 3 years, a 3-year purging period. Okay, I was seeing a lot of enlightened individuals mentioning 3 days of darkness, and I see 3 years of darkness. Okay, I see 3 years of darkness is what I really see. However, us that are connected, that stay connected, we are going to stay protected. What is the next 3 years going to look like? It's like almost doesn't want. There's going to be some resisting of change, stagnation, a fear of new beginnings. There's going to be repeating of negative patterns and decay. Okay, there's going to be problems with the country's finances, broken promises. He's not going to be able to live up to everything that he said. Disrespectful, impulsive, bad temper. Okay, we already know this about him. What else is there going to be in the next 3 years? In the next 3 years, there is going to be a betrayal, though. He is going to face a betrayal. Next 3 years, chronic burnout, restlessness, stagnation, and exhaustion. So prepare yourself. There's been a war that the spiritual community has been talking about, and the war, has been here. Self-doubt, hindrances, regret. So I'm just seeing a lot of purging of negative purging of a lot of negative beliefs, and I'm just not seeing I'm not seeing happy emotions in the next 3 years. I'm not seeing advancements. I am seeing a lot of purging, and it's going to be 3 years of darkness. And that's the truth, because yesterday I tried to give a prediction of what I thought the truth was, but I realized that it was telling me Trump was going to win, and I was just trying to ignore it. So now I'm going to tell you the truth. It's going to be about 3 years of some rude awakenings. Okay? Burnout, exhaustion, fear, anxiety. We are being called to honor adversity, overcome fear, and what is this one? Befriending pain. Thank you, Spirit. A fire reveals a path of renewed direction once the burning is complete. I will transcend every loss. When discomfort becomes a friend, my most limiting beliefs are healed. So we are being called to watch the Capitol burn. Okay? And it is paving way for a new change, a new consciousness. When adversity is honored, life is appreciated as oscillating cycles of deterioration and renewal. Deterioration is the natural process of new things becoming old, while renewal is the process of old things becoming new. As you learn to honor these two interconnected processes just as naturally as the changing of seasons, you are able to embrace adversity. It is not a punishment, but a gift of renewal birthed out of the ashes of erosion. This mantra is ideal for processing unforeseen changes, overcoming superstitious beliefs, and surrendering the ego. What I'm hearing from Spirit as I was reading this is that, again, this is going to be a brutal presidency, okay? This is going to be hard for a lot of us. And I don't want to sit here and lie to you like a lot of the spiritual community does. And I wanted to yesterday. I didn't want to believe that this man would come back. And, I'm human. I make mistakes. If you judge me, you judge me. Okay? I am forever growing. I am forever growing. And this is destruction, This is destruction. This is horrible destruction. I mean, this is a huge loss. This is more than just horrible news, The country is being set on fire. Personally, I saw it already set on fire, but now it's like the collective is feeling it. As a Palestinian, I've been feeling it, but now there's a collective grief in the white liberals' consciousness. And so what I'm really, really sensing is that we must know that sometimes when horrible things happen, when tower moments happen, when awful changes come, 15:55 on the clock, it is embarking on change, okay? So I'm really hearing from Spirit that this man needed to win in order for real change to happen. Because humans do not listen until the problems are screaming in their face. A lesson I've had to learn is to listen to the whispers before they become the screams. And I wish I could tell you that I learned from the whispers, but most of the time I learned from the screams. Okay? Overcoming fear. I will transcend every loss. When fear is overcome, you are able to rest in the resilience of your soul. No matter how frustrated or inconvenienced your ego seems to be, you are able to embrace each obstacle and circumstance as life's auspicious way of helping you become the one you were always destined to be. In overcoming fear, every loss surely inspires a gain of insight for the evolution of your spiritual journey. This mantra is ideal for opening back up to life, healing chronic fatigue, and releasing cellular memories. Befriending pain. When you befriend pain, you are allowing limitations to be released from the cells of your body. Because pain is often the result of rapid transformation, it is essential to make friends with it in recognition of how quickly you are evolving. It might be uncomfortable and sometimes nearly unbearable, but your most profound shifts in consciousness often occur once pain is befriended as an ally of your evolution. This mantra is ideal for healing the body, mind, and soul on an energetic level. And what I'm really, really hearing is that, feel your grief, go through it, go through the stages of grief, but never forget your power, and never forget how sometimes the most horrible thing that happened to you in the past has been not only the most transformative thing, but you've been grateful for it after you've seen the bigger picture. You're being called to see the bigger picture. Change is coming. And change doesn't always come in the ways that we hope, right? Truth is brutal. Reality is brutal. And it is up to us to not only accept what it is and then move forward and heal and adjust accordingly and continue to fight for what we believe in, but to be open to what needs to be changed within us. What needs to be purged and changed in here? Okay. Love y'all.